All right, here we are, Mr. Johnny Mac, my man. Johnny just finished the first phase of our time together, and it's been a blast working with you. So easy to coach, so communicative, willing to try new things, willing to step outside your comfort zone. And Johnny, I just want to say thank you for taking the time, one, to believe in me and this program, but also two, to be on this call with me right now. I'd like to ask you a couple questions if you don't mind, and hopefully somebody watching right now will resonate with your story. So if you don't mind, to start off, what were you struggling with before we met?
Before I decided to join, I was struggling with consistency, finding the time, basically just a lot of little excuses. I thought I could handle it myself, being a former athlete and just getting older, and with kids now and with the job I have, being a firefighter, it's to find the time, and it became an excuse, right? So it's so easy to find an excuse to not do things or just to think you can do it yourself. Yeah, I decided to join because of my long-term goals, my long-term health. For those of you that don't know, I do have ulcerative colitis, and it was hard for me to find a diet to stick to that would help me stay healthy long-term. And Sean has definitely researched that and worked with me, and we found something that seemed to be working so far. And he goes the extra mile, and he's a longtime buddy of mine. We went to high school together, played baseball, so I knew him from that, and seen what he's doing with others, and decided that enough was enough. It's time to see what we can do, with a little help, a little kick in the pants, if you will.
And so what were some of the things that we implemented for you?
Obviously, the macros, the calorie, the charting of all the foods that enters my body, that was huge. Because as long as you stay true to that, and you get as close as you can, there will be results. And you just log everything, because you're only cheating yourself if you don't. If it goes in your mouth, obviously it's in your body and it's doing its thing. So you got to do what you got to do to put the right things in your body and to meet those goals. Implemented we started out with a body weight workout plan until I got myself some dumbbells. Then we started implementing with weights and stuff, and had a cardio plan, and just do the work, and results will start coming in. It's true.
And so speaking of results, what were the results? Not just necessarily weight loss alone, but what other types of results did you accomplish throughout our time together?
So first of all, my goal with the 4 months was 15 to 20 pounds and better long-term overall projection on my health and going forward. Sitting here today after our program is ending today, I'm lost 19.1 pounds, and I'm just going to continue because my diet and my body's responding very well. Obviously, I'm very happy with what's happened, but I'm not where I want to be yet. And this is a forever thing. It's not a quick fix. It's not a do it and then stop, and then in a year from now do it again and stop. That's not what I want to do. I want 2 children of my own. I want to be there. I want to be there long term. You never know what can happen, and with the situation I'm in currently, I do whatever I can to make sure I'm around and to be healthy for everyone, family wise.
And as a firefighter, obviously you have a crazy schedule. Time management, prioritizing workouts, meal timings, and things have always been an issue. Other firefighters bringing in some distractions and some temptations, right? Cupcakes, pizzas, things like that. Usually you would maybe give in to those things in the past, right? How did you overcome those obstacles, throughout our time together? And what have you learned from that? And how are you going to take that forward?
Well, you better have willpower, and if you don't, you better develop some. Like he's saying, especially around the holidays, the firehouse gets inundated with sweets. It's so easy to just when you're busy, just to stop and grab something to eat, right? As opposed to making something. It's all about preparation. And I know you have a saying, it's proper preparation. Go ahead and say it. I forget it.
Proper preparation prevents poor performance.
There we go. Yeah. So we meal prep a lot. I never did that before, but going to work with 3 days, 4 days worth of food. You always have something to snack on. You always have something to fall back on. And if you don't have time to cook something, it's there to heat up in the microwave, right? So there's no excuses. And I felt if I cheated on my plan, it would just set me back a whole lot further. And all the momentum that I've gained would just take kind of a setback. And I wanted to see what this would do for me. And that wasn't in the cards. So I just didn't do it. You know, moderation is the key if you want to indulge in sweets or alcohol or things like that. I'm a special case because my body doesn't respond well at all to that. So I know what it's like to slide down that slope. So it's kind of, I don't want to say easier, but in a sense, it's kind of easier for me to say no to that kind of stuff because I know not only it's not just a weight plan thing, it's also a health thing for me. So I'm better off without it. So that's kind of helped me stay on track too, I think, in a way.
Big time. Yeah, because you know how you're gonna feel if you have it, right?
Exactly.
Not worth it. Yeah. And so what would you say to somebody sitting on the fence right now? You know, someone who might be thinking about joining any program, let alone my program, someone thinking about starting their own fitness journey, maybe again because they've tried in the past. What would you say to somebody that's just, you know, kind of stuck and, you know, sitting on the fence?
There was a kind of I'm not really a quote oriented guy, but there's kind of a quote that kind of resonated with me during this time, and is if you want something, you'll find a way, and if you don't, you'll find an excuse, right? And I thought about that a lot when I didn't feel like going for a jog. I thought about that, and I just got up and went because it's all about what you want to do in your life, and you only have one life. So if you're on the fence and this is something you want to do, I recommend you go all in if you want to do it, or don't go in until you're ready to go all in, because you're going to get half-assed results. You're not going to be in it fully. It's not going to be worth it to you in the long run. So that was kind of the thing with me too. Like, I didn't get into things like this in the beginning because I wasn't fully ready to commit to something like this. When we spoke and I started thinking about it, it was something that was really important to me, and I wanted to go all in. And you know, the results kind of speak for themselves, and we're going to keep this train rolling. It's not just in the grand scheme of things, it's an investment in yourself. You know what I mean? It can be a lot of money and a lot of time and a lot of effort and commitment, but you know, like I said earlier, you have one life and that's it. So live the life you want to live, and if you want to be a certain way, commit to it and do it. You know what I mean? It's going to be worth it.
Yeah, man. And you're a testament to that. So, well, I appreciate your time, and I really hope that this resonates with somebody. And we'll go ahead and end it right there. So I appreciate your time, John.
Yeah, thank you, man. Appreciate it.